What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Throwing Salt. Man, I'm excited that you guys are with us today. We're going to get into some really good stuff today. Have you ever thought that you just was in something and you thought that their needs was your chaos? The needs of them became chaotic for you. And we're going to talk about it today. Come on, man. Let's go into the pod.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Throwing Salt. How's everybody been doing?
Man.
We missed y'all. You know, it's another week, and the Lord has been faithful, and I'm just glad about it to be seen and not viewed. How about you?
That's it. Huh.
Listen, but even still, if I was viewed, at least I'd be caught up.
I'll be caught up.
Because people always say, I'm so glad to be
But would
in
you
the
be caught
land.
up or you just be in the arms of Jesus?
Well, I'll be in arms.
In the arms of Jesus.
And the angel. Why do people always do that on the...
I'd be like, come on, y'all.
Like, oh,
I scroll past that.
I'd be
yo.
like, dang, sadness.
Sadness.
Hello, darkness.
Blessed quietness. That's all. Like, nah.
So, no, because that sometimes is a pet peeve. It's like, I'm just glad to be here one more time in the number. But if you love him, where you going to be?
You're going to be with him.
You're going to be with him.
Look, it's a win-win for me.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know about y'all, but it's a win-win for me.
I don't understand, but, outside of that, how was your week?
It was good. Really
What'd you
good.
do?
Everything and nothing at the same time.
Yeah, that can happen.
Yes, everything and nothing at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm just getting ready for this this vacation I'm about to take.
Ooh, are you taking a vacation?
Yes, I'm going somewhere.
Oh, you don't know yet.
I don't know where.
You haven't planned anything.
But it's going to be somewhere. I'm putting in my leave as we speak.
You trust planes?
Nah, I ain't saying I'm just flying nowhere. I said I'm going somewhere.
I'm going to view that holy city. That's where you're going.
Yes, I'm going somewhere.
You're going to view that holy city one of these days.
It's just I'm going, but I ain't going on no plane right now. I don't trust nothing.
So where would you like to go?
I want to go to Egypt, yo.
What? You won't need a plane for that.
I know.
You
that's
can't
what
take a boat in the ferry?
you said what I wanted to go.
Okay,
I want to go to Egypt.
Where are you going then?
I don't know. It's got to be somewhere with some water.
Oh, okay.
Like a little.
Do you know how to swim?
Yes. What? Like a fish.
Okay. Oh, you're one of the few, of us. So I can swim.
Yes.
Just underwater.
Yes.
I can do like the one time.
Oh, Lord.
I try. I think I can, but I feel like, how when you swim and you feel like you've gone further, I can go the distance. I just be like, I'd be doing a lot of effort and I'd be going nowhere.
Because you got to relax.
I'd be tired.
Don't see. Relax,
If
and
I
just
relax, what
move
if
your
I
hands in the
drowned?
cuppings motion. Move
I don't
your-
like how you teaching me to swim. I'm gonna ask
When
my
you
husband.
go up, breathe and come in.
My husband was a Marine. He can teach me how to swim. He literally just push off one time. You don't see him.
Yeah, that's how you
don't
got to
see
do
this
it.
6-foot man.
Yes.
6'4", 6'5".
Yes.
You don't see him no more.
No
so
more.
I'm like,
And that's what it is. So you just
Very,
got it.
very
I just
subtle
need,
under the water.
I need some mountains.
Mountains. First you said water, now you need mountains. What you need?
Flowing from the stream. I need a.
Okay, let's go ahead and practice right now. I could give you that. Go ahead. Close
You
your eyes.
can't give me.
Close your eyes.
See, you got control. That's why it's not peaceful. That is not why it's not peaceful. You just tell me, close your eyes.
Listen to the sound of my voice. Close your eyes. Bacon. Chips. See, I just did it.
Man.
And you're supposed to be in control.
And then my wife was going to get on you.
And that's what I'm saying.
Because we're not supposed to talk about no
wife,
food.
Did you ever find your ring? Remember last season?
No, I did not.
Oh.
It is gone.
My gosh.
It is gone. But
Did
I said I was going to talk to your husband because he lost his too.
Okay.
So it's going to be.
But he, it lost and found. He found his again. And
Did he find it? Or did he buy another one?
A few things.
Okay.
So
yeah, let's.
he lost them, then he
Tell
found
a little
them,
bit of truth around
then
here.
he paid for them. He has 3 now, so.
Dang.
Oh, yeah. It's not about a ring.
It's not. It's the commitment.
Okay. If I lose mine,
if she lose her ring, I would be very upset.
I know
But
you would.
I know it's
You would
commitment. I wouldn't cry.
Oh,
No.
you definitely.
No,
I see
you will
tears.
be finding it. You and Sarah, that light will be down. I'm like, look up under there. Look up under there.
What you see?
I'm like, what you see?
Anything
Because you're
shining?
not getting another one like this one. Tell you that right now. It's not in the budget.
Your next one gonna be on Pandora.
Oh, it's gonna be on Pandora. Yes, it is. It might be a bubblegum ring. You will put that thing right on.
All you gonna get is a charm.
All the charm.
Pandora?
That's it. Like, just listen.
That's terrible.
Ain't nobody going in debt for no ring.
That's true.
Shoot.
They can get it from Amazon.
I know you love me.
Temu might be doing some things too.
I don't trust nothing about that
I've
place.
been ordering.
I'm just
I mean, I ain't gonna do no ads for them, but I've been ordering. It's been working out. Beds and everything.
You order beds from Temu?
Bed.
No, my man, he ordered some clothes.
The clothes work out.
And it worked.
Yeah, and I don't be cheating on Shein because Shein my best friend. But I tried it. I have tried over.
I have not tried nothing over there. I just feel like it's scammerish.
Really?
I just don't trust my dollars on that site.
My God.
But I trust Amazon though.
Okay, Amazon. Yep, we're gonna do that.
I trust Amazon because they just come.
Do you know who I trust?
Who?
I trust in God.
Yes, you do.
My
Your Savior.
Savior.
Okay. Yes, you do trust in him. We definitely trust in him. And he gave us an avenue called Amazon. Amazing.
Huh?
Amazing
Grace.
Amazon.
Okay.
But I can order pillows, order chips. I can order
everything.
It's everything, bro. Literally now you can order your groceries on Amazon.
Oh yeah, what I see.
Whole Foods. I don't shop at Whole Foods. Never will I. It's too expensive.
What if the Lord is faithful? He can get you a little Whole Foods.
I love Aldi's.
Oh.
$16 salmon.
But it's too cluttered in there.
You can say what you want.
Is that the one that you got to put the quarter in?
Oh, I takes my quarter back. I don't play with you. I get that quarter right back. That's going right in the cubby hole, right in the car. I'm putting that right back in there when I go back.
Why do they charge you a quarter?
And I'm gonna be honest with you, sometimes I go hard. I just held everything in my hand and put it up on the counter. I'm not paying the $25. They're not gonna catch me on the $25.
What I hate is that I have tons of bags at the house, and then every time when I need to go shopping, I
never
bring the bag. And I gotta pay 10 cents every single time.
She rolls her
so
bag.
Mad.
She rolls her bag.
Oh, she rolls them.
She got like 10 of them in one.
I know she's
like, "Just can you help me with the bags?"
Yeah, she's a faithful bagger.
I'm like, you're a bagger. I get it.
No, I'm not that diligent.
It is.
I roll.
Sarah be in that joint like this.
Oh, what? She better help. I be having my kids too.
Man,
what? That 50-pound frame? You better get up there and get that jug of water.
Man, listen, that goes to our topic today. Huh?
Yeah.
Look. Your needs ain't my chaos now.
That's the topic.
Listen, that's the topic today. The topic for today, everybody, is your needs will not be my chaos. Because I'm going to tell you now, Sarah be trying to get out of work.
Child, that's that add-on. Every time it's time for work, my legs hurt.
My leg,
how?
I can't. Get out and get the water. Dog, I never thought I was going to turn into my parents. I promise you. It was never in the plan. But the way the Lord works... I have to almost sit down. I'm trying to tell you, man, because you don't listen. I'll be like, come here.
Rattle your tongue, won't he?
Bro, I'm so serious. I'll be like, I thought my mother was crazy. We thought she was crazy.
Definitely a little bit crazy now.
But she's not. She had 3 kids.
She
3
did.
kids will warp you bad. I'm telling you.
It did.
Especially when they back to back.
It changed you.
It changes you.
It changed you.
She was nice at first.
She was.
She was calm at first.
I had a giving spirit.
And then my father, he said, where's your mother?
Where is she?
Where is she? I'm like,
she was always there though.
He's sitting there watching the football game. Something all he is, boom. Hey. That's all you say is hey.
Oh, he's not getting up.
He definitely wasn't getting up.
Every Saturday, Lima Beans.
Probably the worst babysitter ever.
Listen.
In life.
And then he was old school. Like, literally, we'd be in the house with him all day Saturday. He only had a pot of Lima Beans. How are we?
And butter beans.
But how are we surviving? My mama come home and make meatloaf and gotta have it. We just in there
eating
living off it. Gizzards, greens, and Lima Beans.
And Lima beans and pork and beans.
That's it. I'm like,
bro.
I'm like, what? I'm hungry.
But you know what, though?
Go to and get you a can of pork and beans.
The thing about it is, when he's near sleep,
yeah,
get awake.
Oh yeah.
When that ice cream truck come around, he will give you a $10 bill. Be like this, but he will say in his sleep, "Bring me back my change."
Oh yeah, no, you definitely had to do that. Oh no, you definitely had to.
But we was getting ice cream sandwiches. But
that's when the ice cream trucks were better though. Like you gotta. I mean, the fumes, killed you.
Yeah.
But you was standing there. You were barely breathing.
Yeah.
But you was standing there, and they had everything on the ice cream truck.
Everything.
And it was cheap.
It was
now,
cheap.
There was an ice cream truck that came around my neighborhood. I paid $7 for a banana split.
Are you serious?
At an ice cream truck.
I
almost yelled at him. I almost took him out of that truck.
I wasn't even aboard. I was like, y'all go on. I'm going down to the store. I can't.
That's how much a pint of ice cream costs. Almost. A little bit more. But yeah, it's a pint. I got.
But that's what I'm saying. But it's inflation out here, though.
It is.
The way these tariffs is working, though.
Help us, Lord.
Man, like the man down at Oxford, he was like, I have to charge more for the boils. Because these even less portion on the more price. People don't want less portion. They want more price. I said, he said, I just give them more. Just put more shrimp on the bowl. I was like, man, look.
Yeah. Don't cut my portions back.
You better. Man, because
you
we
better
know how
leave
many
them
shrimp
as-
we had.
Oh,
Last week was 15.
Oh yeah, because shrimp is expensive, so you count them. Don't
You
play
count
with
them
me.
Jones.
Oh,
What?
don't play with me.
On the baskets, I used to count my shrimp.
Oh yeah.
That was fat.
That's
But
pretty
I'm counting.
Okay.
Because mama son, you are not. You will never short me. Ever. Never, ever. What do you mean? What you mean?
Arguing over shrimp.
Man, what? I will be arguing.
That's big back
Bring them
energy.
out here
No,
now.
That's big back
and
energy.
I need my mumbo sauce with it. Dog, stop playing. 50 cents. I ain't charging me no 50 cents. I come up here every week and get the same shrimp basket.
Why they never like appreciate the consistency?
Bruh, 50 cents. I'm like, no.
You still charging me 50 cents? I come here every week. Establish
Oh, no,
your
my
business,
man, right. He's
patronizing your business.
I got a friend that worked with me. This dude, yeah. I thought I was cheap. This Bama did a boycott on a restaurant in the he said, I'm not paying it, corn. It's no way we got to pay $15 for a burrito. For a burrito? I said, bro. He said, he's typed
He
on.
did a Yelp review?
No, he did a review. They was trying to give him his money back. He's like, I don't want the money. It's the principle. I said, bro, are you really mad over a burrito? He was like,
it's hot out here.
He said, dog, we should not be paying $20 for some chips and a burrito, bruh.
Oh, my God.
Come on, man, that's $10.
I agree with him, though. That is
I do agree.
Come on, burritos.
But he goes hard, though. Like,
yeah, well, $20 is hard to come by nowadays.
No, he goes so hard. We just be looking at him. You are the cheapest man we ever met in our life. I know you don't have a girlfriend. I know you don't. He was like, no, if they can't get with the program, they got to go.
Oh,
I was like, he said, I'm trying to set up these accounts so I can retire.
So he's like, look, their need to go higher. It's not going to be his
They ain't
chaos.
gonna, no, that's what I said. It's not going to be his chaos.
He's like, your need to go higher and your
It's
price is not going to be my chaos.
You want to go out, you ain't getting no Birkin bag with him.
Oh, no.
He like, you better go to Payless, go to Walmart.
Is that still exist?
I don't even think, I don't know. That was a good store at one time.
Okay. It was all right. I mean, it was around.
Think about it. For the shoes that you got, when I'm talking about when it got better,
Yeah,
not when we were like little kids. That you knew you had to
it
pay
was always
less.
the same shoe,
It
same
was.
size, a big chunk. Like I don't like it. And then you don't go in there with my size feet, like a size 10. You ain't You getting boats and looking crazy.
Yeah, but at
No
one
design.
time they was hitting at one time.
One time.
I didn't like
having the Shacks come out.
I hate them shoes.
The
Mom-
Shacks.
Mom bought that for me and man.
It was the Shacks.
I maybe wore them twice. I will go with the holy shoes before I wear them Jones. He was up there dunking on that John. I was like, I don't want these. They light me up in that John. I'm like, what are the kazams you got on?
Kazam?
No, I'm trying to tell you. I'm like, you try to put your feet under the desk, like, yeah, come on, bro.
Oh, I'm hurting. That's hilarious.
Your mother be like, you better wear them shoes.
Oh yeah,
Shoes,
because she
I'm like,
paid for them,
like,
and it was
what?
a lot of money to get them. So don't play.
Like, Mom, we
because
cannot.
it's 3 of us. You
Yeah.
better get what you can
You
get.
better wear them shoes. I'm like, I want to wear these kazams, dog.
Listen,
But nah,
Kazam was out there.
it was. How was your week though?
Oh, you're asking.
I am.
I appreciate it.
Genuinely concerned.
You don't care.
I don't care.
Okay.
But go ahead. Say that. Go ahead.
It was great. I'm gonna do what you do. Let's get to the topic.
Okay.
Okay. What are we talking about?
Today, man, we're talking about
Your
needs
will not be my
will
chaos.
not be my chaos.
I
Because
like that.
dog, like so I was talking to a friend at work, right?
Uh-huh.
And she was just telling me, just telling me things about her life and this and that.
Uh-huh.
Then she started talking to me about her son.
Right.
She was like, I did everything for him. We helped him get through college. We helped him do this. We helped him do that. We helped him do this. And he just don't want to do much no more. But now it's hurting me because I really want him to move on.
Gotcha.
And now it's like, I don't know how to tell him because I just feel like I'm going to be hurting. I said, you ain't hurting nobody.
Right.
I said, you did all you could do. You ain't hurting nobody.
Yeah.
You done did everything you needed to do. You got him through school. Now it's on him.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you. I think I told this story on last season, and I got to tell it again because it's etched in my mind.
Yeah.
There was like, one day I had a job. We had a job when we were younger. Go to school. And he was like, I was like, man, I ain't going to go to work today. I just ain't feel like it.
Right. I remember that.
He was like, he called me. Was like, why you ain't at work?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I just ain't feel like going today. He was like, oh. You didn't feel like going. I was like, no, I didn't feel like. I just came from school. I'm tired. You know.
Yeah, you're tired doing school.
It was like, get your uniform on. Get out of my house.
Right.
I said, well, I don't have no money to get walk.
Yeah, he did.
To work. Mm-hmm. He said, and then I've never heard this before. He said, and don't be there when I get there. He said, if you there when I get there, it's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
I'm like, dang, are you squatting up on me? Over a job? He was like, nah. He said, because I ain't about to raise no lazy men.
Yeah.
He said, that ain't about to happen.
Yeah.
I'm on work. I'm at work on time every day.
Yeah.
Literally, to this day. Because it wasn't gonna be his chaos.
It ain't gonna be his chaos. No.
You're not doing it in this house. One thing about
already can see
Simeon L. Corum.
Listen.
Will go to work in 5 feet of snow.
Oh, he's going to work.
He's going to work.
Oh, he's gonna find a way.
He's gonna find a way.
Listen.
That trench coat will be going out that door. I'm trying to tell you. He would not play with you when it come down to work. What? Lazy? Lazy? You're gonna be lazy around me? You get nothing from me. I mean, the air you breathe, I gave it to you. You ain't getting nothing. That is like blasphemy in our house. Laziness.
Literally.
Man, what? Especially, man, I'm talking about he did not play.
No.
Everybody had to have a job.
But, I mean, that's a good father, though. Only because he sees the future, right?
Yes.
If you start this pattern of, I'll just go when I want to go.
Yep.
I'll just go when I want to go. That's going to in turn lead to, I'll just have money when I'll have it.
Yep.
And then I'll be in my own place and I'll just pay a bill when I want to. And then all of a sudden stuff starts getting turned off. And then you're going to be calling your parents and be like, can you spot me 5?
He said something to me,
20?
though. He said something to us one time. He was like, you can't be nice looking and stupid. I was like, what? He said, don't no woman want no stupid, nice looking man. I was like, what do you mean? He said, don't want to work. Lazy, nothing. I was like, what is going on? I'm telling you. She was like, ain't no woman want that stuff. And he was right, though. Because you can be nice looking, but you can be lazy. And that'll be a turn off in a relationship. Like, women, especially that girl that got ambition.
Yeah.
A person with ambition and a person that has none will wear that person out.
That's will be the chaos. That's going to be the great collide.
Yes, that's the collide. But you ever notice people that has ambition always get attached to people that has really nothing.
I know. They think that they can kind of help. You know, they always have that that complex of like I'm a savior, like that savior complex.
You
like,
can't always, and you can't always save everybody.
Oh no,
you can't, because one thing about it, if you done everything and you gave people wisdom,
yeah,
that's as far as you're gonna go.
Yeah.
Because I can lead you to the water, but I can't make you drink.
Yeah, and it can't be my problem.
It cannot
be.
be.
You're not drinking.
Dude, it's not my problem. So I was looking at a scripture.
Yeah.
And it was Exodus chapter 18.
Okay.
And it was going back to when Moses had all the people of Israel.
Yes, remember that.
And they just came out of Israel.
Yep.
Egypt. They just came out of Egypt, and he had all these people.
Right.
And he was taking on everybody's problems, trying to get an answer from God from everybody. It's about 1 million people out there.
Listen.
How you gonna get 1 million answers? And it was wearing him down. But God sent a ram in the bush. Yeah. His father-in-law.
Yeah,
Jethro.
Hey, Jethro.
He said, I'm coming down. Tell Moses I'm coming down with the kids and his wife. Bringing my grandbabies down to come see him. I know you're doing God's will, but you can come see these kids.
Right.
I knew what that was about. That's some black people right there. Look, I know you doing your thing with God, but you better come and get these kids. Come get these kids now. Shoot, I did my part. But so she brought his wife down, brought Moses' wife down and Moses' kids, and he came down. And Jethro seen what Moses was doing. He said, "Oh no, this ain't good." He said, "This ain't good."
He needs wisdom.
He said, he's anointed, but he ain't got no wisdom.
Yeah,
you can be anointed with no wisdom.
Yeah,
you're anointed to do God's will.
Yeah,
but God will show you and put you around people with wisdom.
Who
has lived it.
Who lived it? Yeah.
And the thing is that we think wisdom always comes from somebody in church.
Right. Oh, yeah.
No. I get wisdom from YouTube.
Right. Yeah.
People that has been there.
Yeah.
What did Bishop Jake say? He said, if I really want to learn how to market, he said, I want to go talk to Jerry Jones.
Right.
Jerry Jones from the Dallas Cowboys know how to market his team. They may be mediocre in status of playing ability.
Right.
But they're the most marketed team in the world. If I want to learn how to market, you get around people that know how to market.
Exactly.
If I want to know how to lead, you get around leaders.
Yes. Who
is led
Life
well.
shows, yes.
So
Fruits
Jethro has
shows.
shown that he is led well by his advice.
Yeah.
So he was in Midian and he came down and he says that, no, you need to get you some devout men
Right.
that has the same spirit like you.
Yes.
And those little matters, you need to let them handle
Let
that.
them handle it. Get you some team
Because
leads,
right
your
now, you
directors,
got bags
supervisors.
under your eyes.
Right.
You
need to
up
rest.
all night. You trying to answer every email for the people that start a new business.
Yeah.
You trying to answer every complaint when you
Right.
got AI bots for that.
Listen.
I'm giving you free game right quick.
Right.
I'm giving you free knowledge. You got AI bots that can do that for you. You got CapCut that can help you do your videos for your reels. It's free.
ChatGPT is out here.
You got
taking over the
ChatGPT.
world.
They
Taking
got the
over.
new Google thing. All you got to do is put
Yep.
in, and it does it for you.
Nah, not
But the thing is, what I learned about people that has sympathy, which is what Moses had.
Yeah.
Well, they're trying to get an answer from God, but watch that.
Yeah.
Because where your sympathy lies, chaos lies too.
Yeah.
You can be so sympathetic with people where it's wearing you out mentally.
Right. Because you're trying
That's why I was telling my friend, I was like, you can't keep looking at him as a boy.
Yeah.
You got to look at him now as a man.
Right.
Stop. Take the mommy out of it. Take the mommy role out of it. Let that man stand up.
Yeah.
Because if you look up, he's going to be 50 still in your house. 50. And ain't no one going to want to touch him because they like, dude, he cool, but
Yeah.
nah, he still act like a baby.
Right.
He
Right.
still act like a child.
Yeah.
Like no real woman want no baby man. And
They
don't
out
no
here.
real man want no little woman
Yeah.
that acts like a girl but
Right.
say she grown.
They out here.
Can't pay no bills.
Ooh.
Can't go to work. If you ain't giving me, why do I always gotta give you something? Why can't you already have it?
You upset?
Since I'm every woman.
I'm every woman.
I mean, my thing is, you can't be the girl that rocks and don't have nothing to rock with.
Wow.
If your man has to stabilize everything you do, are you really a woman? I mean, you a woman, you can chime in on that one.
Well, I mean, again, I say that, it depends on how the relationship is set up, right? So again, I think for me, it's going to have to be based on truth and trust and what we decide to bring together. Because again, like for me, I don't like to rely on a man to make sure that my needs are met or whatever
Gotcha.
the case is. But at the same time, there are also relationships where that is the standard. Like, no, I don't want you working. And then the wife or the girlfriend will be like, okay, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Like, I mean, I would say wife because, I don't know, girlfriend just, I'm okay with that. Like, I mean, we ain't together.
No.
For real. Like,
No.
we
Ain't no
we
papers
on a
been
journey.
signed.
Right. We're
Yeah.
on a journey.
We still on the journey.
We're on a journey. So, I mean, but I think to your point, I think, if there is a situation where it's stated up front, then that's better. But I think to your point and to this topic is if you're expecting him to be something and you have not told him and you have presented yourself in a way that you are all this and all of that and black girl magic, and then you come to him and expecting him to do these things or do certain things that you have not laid out and then get mad when they're not done, then I think your need is not going to be his chaos.
No, unrealistic expectation.
Exactly.
You're not about to sit here and say, oh, I just need to, go work out and I
Right.
need to, nah,
Yeah.
because even as a stay-at-home mom, you still got to do stuff at the house. You can't just sit in the room,
Yeah.
let him go and work, and then you say, oh, I need.
Be on Instagram.
Nah, can't be nah. We got too much of that. We
Yeah.
got too much fluff, and we don't want people, stop letting social media pump you up and put that
Right.
battery in your back, and then you
Yeah.
lose your relationship.
Right.
Because I remember this girl was talking reckless online about her relationship, and the dude left her.
Ooh.
Yeah. Because she let social media pump her back up and put that battery in her back that he can do this and she don't need to do that. And that man left her too. And she was on there crying. I didn't think. I'm thinking crocodile tears. I was like, see? You see how when you think, you think you this, you think you that, and they bring you right back down to size. So the thing with Jethro, going back to the story,
Yeah.
Jethro was just telling me like, bro, wisdom is going to help you with longevity.
Yeah.
You got to be wise in this.
Right.
You got too many things out here. You got too many people. You got too much things that's coming at you at one time.
Right.
It's too much to handle on the brain.
Yeah.
You can be anointed and wore out.
Listen, that's happening now to most of us. Yeah.
You can be anointed and wore out because you don't know how to release certain things or certain people. Because you let their needs be your chaos. Everybody wants to stay at your house when your marriage ain't even together. Everybody keep coming over when you don't even know who you are anymore. Everybody got to borrow some money when you barely paying your bills. But because you're empathetic and sympathetic, they feed off of that and they draw from it like a tick.
And some people have a need to be needed.
Yes. That's a disease.
Yeah. Because it's like, if I'm not needed, then I'm not nothing, right? I have a need to be needed. And with that comes, like you said, the sleepless nights, the tiredness, the overwhelming thoughts, my life is in shambles. I don't have time to even think about me. I'm dealing with the health scares because I'm taking on the anxiety and the stress of your need, and it's become literally an ailment to my body.
Yeah. And what I learned about Jethro is, and what I learned about God is that God will sit back and let you see. Yeah. And then he'll speak. He sat back. God could have told Moses, you need to get devout men. Yeah. But Moses wasn't thinking.
Right.
He wasn't even in that. He was too busy with the chaos. And somebody that he respected had to come. Yeah. Not saying that he didn't respect God. He did. Right. But he needed somebody that was tangible with him. Yes. Sometimes you need tangible people that can give you realistic expectations and realistic advice. This is what you do is not good. Yep. Don't do that because you ain't going to last that long. You lasted for a long time with these people by doing it this way. Right. And you got to be, as a leader, able to trust. Right. Yeah. You have insecure leaders everywhere that are leaders that cannot trust nobody but themselves. And they wonder why they wore out. And they wonder why the only break they get is in the hospital. Yeah. The only break they get. Sheesh. Because if I'm not here, do you really think God is that, what's the word?
Yeah, in a box.
In a box, the way he can't use somebody else when you're not there. Yeah. What's going to happen if you die? Yeah. On your job, if you die today or tomorrow, they're going to replace you today. No matter how good you were. Yeah. They'll get 3 people to do the one job you were doing. Yeah. That's the realness of it.
That's true.
You're handling your boss's chaos and they're laughing. You're overwhelmed and they're laughing and ain't paying you a dime more, a dime less. You still clock out with your 8 hours. Right. And they got this position and you doing their job. Sometimes we got to stay in our lane so we can keep our sanity. Because when we're trying to overdo, it ain't getting us nowhere. And that's the thing that Jethro had to tell Moses. If you keep going this way, you ain't going to even be doing what God told you to do. Because how can you preach as a pastor and they got to worry about people getting fed, got to worry about this, got to worry about that.
Closing the church up,
closing the church up, got to clean the church. If you got to do all of that, then somewhere along the line, you don't know how to delegate.
Yeah. Yep. And delegation is important.
It's, as a leader,
I had to learn that for sure.
Delegation is important because the wave can get so high that it will overtake you. Yeah. And Jesus, one thing he was anointed and strategic. Yeah. Yeah. That's the one thing I loved about Jesus. He was anointed, but he still needed 12 people. Ooh. Yep. And the 12 then turned to 72. Yep. See, when you are anointed with wisdom, it grows. Yeah. Look at how it grew.
It flourishes.
It flourishes. He started out with the 12. Then it said it was 72 of them. Yep. It grew because he was anointed first to do God's will, but then he had enough wisdom to delegate it.
Yeah, because he couldn't be everywhere at all.
Y'all go out 2 by 2. Yep. And whatever you use in my name, it will happen. Yep. delegation, strategy, wisdom.
Yeah, because he knew, but he knew the end. So the thing is that the goal was, I need to make disciples of men and women. I have to teach them all things. I'm a mere man here now. And so I can only go but so far. So I need to be able to spread the gospel. And I do that through you.
Through you.
Right? I do that through the people that know me, and they go into the world. They don't have to always be around me. But what he did, like you said, a strategy, is that he ensured that they knew him.
Yes.
Because you can't just be like, I had an encounter with Jesus, now I'm going to go out into the world.
No. Zeal with no knowledge.
Right.
It's a zeal with no knowledge.
Yep.
The thing is, what I loved about Jesus is that you can have an anointing, but no preparation, and it goes nowhere.
Absolutely.
You have to have anointing, preparation, strategy, and wisdom for things to work.
And boundaries.
And boundaries. That's the fivefold right there. If you want to take that, take those 5 right there. Have the boundaries, because you don't want people wearing you out at 2:00 in the morning.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I'm not just talking this for just church.
Right.
I'm talking about even at work.
Exactly.
If I get off at 4, my job stops at 4 o'clock.
It is, because I was getting ready to go to that point. Because if no boundaries, then your time is now consumed.
It's consumed.
And then what we said, what you can't get back. Remember last year, you can't get back that time.
Never.
So if they're overstepping and consuming and infringing upon your time that you can't get back, then that's something that you have to now be able to set, because you don't get that back.
No.
And then those are things or moments to which you could have done something else. You could have helped your child with their homework. You could have cooked dinner. You could have enjoyed the sun.
You can be a CEO and a mom too.
Yeah, you can.
If you know how to prioritize your life.
Exactly.
You got to learn how to do it. You can be a CEO of a company.
Yeah.
And you can still be a mother too. You got to learn where it cuts off at.
Right.
Where does CEO cut off? Where does mom start?
Yeah.
Where does mom cut off at? Where does CEO start?
Right.
You got to learn these boundaries, and you got to learn these balances in life, because you never want a person to say, yeah, she was great at this, but I didn't know her as my mother. All I knew her as a workaholic.
Wow. Yeah.
So then you reciprocate what you see.
Yeah.
And then your children become that.
Yeah.
And then all they know is work. And if they don't have work, then they lose their mind.
Right.
Because that's all they knew. They didn't know life.
Right.
You know how many people in church that all they know is church? They was lost in the pandemic.
Lost.
Literally lost.
But to the point that, because remember, like back in the day, certain things of like life freedoms were condemned. To go on vacation, you weren't even, that was something that in Pentecostal church, you weren't even allowed, because they felt like the devil was in the water.
It wasn't that.
In the sand.
It was manipulation. It was because I need you.
Yeah.
And if you're not here, I got to do it. Have you ever thought about that?
Yeah.
You can't go because I need you. So now your need became my chaos. I can't even release naturally, because you need me in the area that you could do it in.
Right.
And you don't trust nobody else. And that's another thing with leadership.
Yeah.
You got to be able to trust people that you don't see also. That's not always in your inner circle.
Right. Yeah.
Why do I say that? Because maybe I don't know how to fix cameras.
Right.
But there's somebody out there that do.
Yep.
You may not have it in the house, Pastor.
Yeah.
You might have to make a call.
Yeah. We're going to make a call.
We need to make a call now. Because if you think everything you have is in the house, it ain't always there.
Yeah.
Mind you still had Joshua there with Moses.
Right.
But he wasn't ready. You still had, what's the other one? Caleb. He wasn't ready. You needed an outside voice, which was Jethro, but he was still inside.
Yeah.
He was outside, but he was inside. He came at the right time. And one thing about God, we look at him as he going to answer every prayer. Sometimes he sends you people.
Yeah.
That's how he answers your prayer. Sometimes he closed doors.
Oh, yes.
That's how he answered your prayer.
Oh, yes.
Sometimes people just got to go away.
Yeah.
That's how he answered your prayer. That's how prayers are answered sometimes. You think he going to answer it in the conventional way.
Right.
No, like, he's going to say it through his word. No, sometimes he just won't let you speak.
Yeah.
He answered the woman, Mary Magdalene's prayer of not being killed by not saying anything.
Yeah.
She had a death sentence on her.
Oh, yes, she did.
And they had the stones in their hand. Because remember, they didn't say they thought she was caught. They said she was caught in the very act. They saw her. Mm-hmm. She was in chaos.
Yeah.
But the Lord delivered her because he didn't say anything.
Wrote in his hand.
He just, let me just, all right. And when he did speak, he didn't speak to her. He spoke to them. Mm-hmm. See, you got to know how to be wise in situations, bro. The wisdom said, I ain't going to speak to her. We know she did what she did.
Right.
The eyes have saw her.
They saw her.
But now,
I can't even defend that. Yeah.
This is so crazy. Not just my eyes saw her, but now I'm going to your heart. Mm-hmm. He spoke to their hearts.
Yep.
He was without sin.
Yep.
You cast the first stone.
Yep.
And it was a heart posture.
Yep.
And from the oldest to the youngest, they start dropping their stones. So what was chaos for her became a blessing for her. Because she never went back to that again.
Yeah.
Because not only is God severe, but he is what? Merciful.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you got to know when to be what? And wisdom teaches you that. Mm-hmm. So that's what Jethro was trying to tell Moses. You got to learn how to pull away from certain things.
And just from what you were saying, sometimes getting caught in your sin saves you.
Yes, Lord.
Yeah, we know certain situations that if they hadn't got caught, it was going to be their death.
That would be their death.
It would have been their
death. If they didn't go to jail.
If they didn't go to jail, it was.
You think that God saved them, and you think that, oh my God, my baby and Joe, God saved your child. You don't even know it.
Literally.
People were looking for them.
And I just know easy that we're talking about torture.
I mean, torture. They was going to die.
Yeah.
The next hit, the next drug hit was going to kill them.
Yeah.
Literally. And they got locked up that day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or somebody saw him.
And told him something or gave him a hug. Yeah. She was going to take the pills.
Yeah.
If she didn't get that next hug.
Yeah.
But somebody came along. And that's the one thing I love about my God.
Yeah.
When you in chaos, he'll send somebody.
Yeah.
He will send somebody because why? I needed it. Mm-hmm. I need somebody to bring me back to reality that the thing you do is not good. And God's anointed sometimes need to be told.
Yeah. And that's why I think sometimes too, and as much as some people nowadays shun church, it's needful for these things. The basis of the church, not some of the things that you see or the heresies or the things that make people turn away. But it was the foundation that it was the older mothers who would see sin on you or would see you in a crisis because they had God divine eyes.
Yes.
That would look at you in a different space and just be like, I'm praying for you today.
They'd be your Jethro.
And it'll be all you needed. You'd be like, gosh, Mother Thomas just told me she's going to pray for me. That felt like a warm
And she
hug.
hugged you.
Oh, yeah.
Because you was getting ready to walk away.
Oh, yeah.
You was getting ready to not do this no more. Or the person that came up to you at work when you knew your boss was treating you wrong, they be like, look, baby, look, it's going to be all right.
Yeah.
You're going to be fine.
Yeah.
Just keep your composure.
Yeah.
Don't go off.
Right.
Don't go off.
Right.
This is what they want. They want the rise out of you.
Yeah.
Because they want to fire you.
Yeah.
They don't have a reason yet.
Yeah.
They want to get a reason because they just don't like you. Some people don't like you because they just don't like you.
Right.
Your aura is too much for them. Your energy is too much for them. It's just too much energy in the room, and they're so dark they don't want to see your light.
Right.
Because your light sometimes exposes people.
Yeah.
Of what they really are.
Yes. Oh yes. That's what the light comes to do. Shine the light, Lord.
Jethro was the light for Moses.
Yeah.
Even though he talked to God. You still need a tangible source. Even though you know spiritual things.
Yeah.
You still need somebody that can speak into your life. That is what a pastor is for.
Yeah.
To help pastors, therapists, doctors, lawyers, all of them, they play a role. Friends,
neighbors,
real friends.
Yeah.
Because real friends are not just yes men.
Yep.
They tell you real things. Man, don't do that.
Yeah.
Man, don't do that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that.
Yep.
Well, look at what you're doing, man.
Yep.
Think about what you're doing. You go out here with her because your marriage ain't right now.
Yeah.
You're going to mess up your whole life. Not only just your life, you're going to mess up your kids.
Right.
Because she ain't going to forgive you for this.
Right.
Even though y'all going through it right now. Don't let temporary situations be a forever chaos. Because people can mess up in a moment and be in jail for life.
Yeah.
I have to always think about these things.
Yeah.
Even in the profession that I am in. Because you got to think about it. People will push you to a limit.
Right.
But if you go out of the bounds of your authority,
yeah.
you now will be in their seat. And it's just that quick.
It happens fast.
Fast. Just that quick. So you got to learn how to listen and stop trying to be God in every situation.
Yeah.
Moses was trying to make sure he got it right. And there's nothing wrong with trying to make sure you get it right. But you got to do it with wisdom.
Right. Absolutely.
Okay, you didn't see a good parent. You didn't grow up with a great parent.
Yeah.
But you don't have to let the guilt of your children make you feel like you're not a good mom.
Right. Or you have to supply
well, you never hear. I gotta do this.
Yeah.
I gotta work.
Yeah.
Don't let that guilt make them stay out till 1 o'clock in the morning.
Right. Yep.
Don't let that happen.
Yeah.
Don't let that, because daddy wasn't there when they were younger, that you let them do whatever they want to do when they get older, because you're trying to make up for certain things. Right. No, you still got to be like, nah, you don't need to wear that.
Yeah.
You don't need to go over there.
Yeah.
You ain't got to always go outside.
Yeah. I mean, disruptions in life doesn't counter the fact of still being able to have boundaries and still being able to play the role or to assume the role. Meaning, like, you're still a mother first.
That's it.
Just because, again, there's chaos in life or whatever like that, that doesn't negate from your role being the mom. They still need a governor. They still need a somebody that's going to lead them into truth. That still doesn't shape that or change that.
Narcissistic people feed off of empathetic people. Always remember that. And narcissistic people will feed off of empathetic people. People with empathy will always attract a narcissist. Why? They have no empathy. They have no feeling. So they will suck you dry until it ain't fun for them no more.
That's crazy.
And then you're in chaos and they smiling. When it ain't fun for them no more, they move on. But I ain't going to let your needs be my chaos. That ain't about to happen. I got to learn from these mistakes. And I got to learn that maybe you wasn't supposed to be with me always.
Yeah.
And I got to live with that. That you ain't going to always get a sorry. I got to be okay with that. You may never get a sorry from a person that hurt you.
Or thank you.
Or a thank you. Be okay with it.
Yeah.
Move on.
Yeah.
But no, I move different after this.
Yeah.
I'm moving different after this.
And that will also shift you, though, because sometimes we do things because we look for the thank you and the sorry. If you're doing the thing to look for the thank you and the sorry, then you're not doing it from the right posture anyway.
Nope.
It should be that I do this because I'm compelled to do it. The Lord has told me to do it, or I just want to do it.
I just want to do it.
And so if thank you comes from that, then I appreciate it. If you don't say thank you, then I still didn't do it for you.
Because
I did it because, this was what if it's based on those three that the Lord told me to do. So he said, if he says to go, I don't know what the end of that go is going to look like.
That's it.
That could end in a thank you, a sorry, can I buy you something? Can I be? We don't know, but it's what he has said.
And then it's the focus. It's the focus too. Is where do you focus at? The focus was we still need to get answers from God.
Right.
But we got to do it strategically.
Yeah.
They still need answers.
Right.
That was never the problem.
Right.
They were getting answers. It was taking a long time because he was doing it himself.
Right.
But if you got people with the same spirit as you, they think like you.
Yep.
And they already know him.
Yes. Yep.
So that's why you got to get people around you that's going in the same way as you. Not be you, but going in the same way as
Definitely
you.
not be you. Yeah.
They ain't got to be you, because nobody could have been Moses.
Right.
Joshua wasn't Moses.
Right. Yep.
Jethro wasn't Moses. But he had people around him enough to know character.
Yep.
It's the character.
Yeah.
You got to trust their character before you trust their words.
And their fruit.
Yeah.
What is the fruit producing?
Some people can't trust their pastor because they don't trust his character. Or her character.
Yeah.
Because you say one thing on Sunday and you do another thing on Monday.
Right.
And now you put me in a tizzy because now I don't know what version of you I'm getting.
Ooh, not versions. Like
Am I getting the where there's the cameras not on, the lights not on you?
Right.
Or am I getting the real you?
Yeah.
Which one is it? Am I getting the lying you?
Lying.
The stalkering you?
Ooh, stalking prices.
What's the word? The annoying you? Because some people can annoy you into chaos. I am so serious. They can annoy you into chaos where you don't even want to be around them.
Right.
Or the pressuring you.
Right.
Because you want to get it done right now.
Right.
I got to drop everything and do what you ask.
Right.
Nah. Temper yourself.
Right.
We're going to get this done.
I'm not going to destabilize my life.
No, we're going to get this done.
Yeah.
But we got to start a strategy first.
Right.
Stop trying to go off a whim because you heard from God today. Okay, you heard from him. Now let's make out the plan.
Right.
The plan was you heard from Jethro, which was coming from God.
Yeah.
The plan is get you some men.
Yep. You got to start with
And then you got to break them down in groups.
Yep.
When you broke them down in groups, now you know how to operate.
Yes.
It's the strategy of it.
Strategy.
With the anointing and wisdom.
Oh, yes.
And then now boundaries.
Yes. Yeah.
After 6, we ain't hearing no more from Moses.
Right.
I'm about to go here with my wife and kids.
Right.
That's it. Like, come on. Stop answering every call.
Right.
Stop answering every text because it's urgent for them.
Right.
Then you could have did it during these working hours.
Right. Right.
It's my family time now.
Yeah.
And don't be afraid to still have family time.
Yeah.
With your family, because those memories you won't get back.
I know.
When they get older.
Yeah.
I had to learn to take advantage of the moment.
Yeah, I agree. And you be setting them boundaries. I'm can we do something on Friday? No, Friday's my family night. I'm like, yeah, but it's one time. No, Friday's my family night. I'm like, you pressed.
Because when you feel like you almost lost something.
Yeah.
You take advantage of what you thought you almost lost.
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember.
That's good.
Time you lose every day.
Yeah.
And if you don't take advantage of it, you'll be 70 and don't even know it.
I know.
Because you've been doing all of this and never lived.
Isn't that regretful?
Regretful.
Gosh.
I was listening to Drake one time. His mother said, don't nobody want to be 70 and alone. That is true. You don't want to be missing, dissing every man and then you 70 and you want a man and you alone. Like, who wants to do that? That's weird. Because you listening to everybody else.
Yeah.
Instead of knowing within your heart that this is what you want to do.
Yeah, it's being 70 and alone based on what you've done.
Yeah, but you done not because you just said no. I'm saying, but like you just shunned so many people away in your life, and now you're 70, and now you're alone, and you don't know how you got here.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is it does time,
it's so, and we're gonna end it here. But like you said, it's so retrospective because time really does move fast. And then you think about it, as much as when we were younger, we wanted to be like, I can't wait till I'm grown. You know, it was just always the thing for like kids. Like, I just can't wait till I'm this. I can't wait till I have kids. I can't wait. And it was always, I can't wait. And now that it's here, you're like, gosh, I just want to go back to.
I just need to hit a break point right there. Can we just pause for a second?
Go back to high school once. I just want to, be like a kid again. Like, you just want to like be able to step into like a portal and be like, just a few more moments of when I thought I wanted to be. Yeah. And then I'm like, where I am. But
if I can tell my 17-year-old self, I'd be like, young man, just wait.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But don't rush it.
Yeah, don't rush.
Don't rush.
Yeah.
Don't rush it. Because you miss the moments of 17.
Yeah, you miss good
when you're trying to get to 25.
Yes, yeah.
Live in the moment of 25. Whatever age you are, live in that moment.
Yeah.
Because who's to say you will get to 60?
Right, and be content.
Be content,
like Paul says, wherever I am, I'm content.
Content, man.
I just want to be content. I mean, and the thing is, I know this is an age of ambition, and then like that content word sounds like it's foreign or a cuss word, because it feels like if I'm content, then that means I have no ambition. There's things I want to do, goals I want to achieve. But that's not what we're saying, is that be content even in the climb.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
If you're in school, yes, we're going to get the degree, but it's going to take, you need 72 credits.
That's it. We're going to get there. We're going to get there.
We have to be able to be content even in the climb. Be content even in where we feel like it's feeling like a warp and everything is slow. But just being able to be like, I am happy where I am today.
Yes.
Just being able to have a heart of gratitude to be like, I want to be a little bit further than I am. But the thing is, the timing right now is just fine.
It's just fine. It's just a temporary thing.
Yeah.
It ain't going to be like this forever.
It won't always
always be like this. Believe me.
Yeah.
But you don't let nobody bring chaos where there is none.
Yeah.
Because of what they want for your life.
Mm-hmm.
You got to learn how to shun the noise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And get peace.
Yeah.
Because when you're trying to do everything, you miss the good parts of life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm learning that every day. I'm finally learning how to settle in.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It took a while.
Yeah.
Because oh,
yeah, that's me.
But we got to learn how to settle in.
Yep.
Because in settling in, you don't get the high blood pressure.
Oh, Lord. Indeed.
You don't get the racing thoughts.
Yep.
The spinning and the
anxiety.
Oh my God, I can't figure. Dude, calm down.
Yeah.
That's why the Bible says, "Be not afraid."
Yep.
Be not afraid.
Yep.
Be
not afraid.
Be not afraid.
Yep.
We all right. We gonna make it through this.
We gonna be all right.
We gonna be all right. We gonna be all right. Like Kendrick said, we gonna be all right.
Kendrick's out here.
We out here.
So I mean, I hope that this topic today has helped you. It has definitely helped us.
Yes.
And for all of those who are listening today, again, hope you were able to take some nuggets from that. We don't have to have everybody's need be our chaos.
No.
And so today, just being able to live in the moment today, be content wherever you are. You're doing great. You're going to do well. God is on your side, and you are more than a conqueror. Until we see you next week, if the Lord allows.
If the Lord allows.
Because if it's to be his will, and if not, we're going to see you in another place.
That's it.
And I hope it's the place that I'm thinking about.
Huh.
But we're on all the social medias. Where we at?
Yes, we're on Facebook, Instagram,
all the places,
YouTube,
and
we're on Spotify.
We got an email too,
and Apple Podcasts.
Yes, you can send us an email, and you can talk to us too. I don't know, maybe we'll get a Google number.
Yes,
we can talk to
we can talk to a little bit.
But then, after 6, you gotta set the boundaries.
No, I gotta set the boundaries now.
I can't do it on Friday because
I'm gonna tell you, I got family. Family time.
We gotta do it.
And if not, my wife gonna make sure. She's gonna make sure it ends.
Do not disturb.
Do not disturb. We're going to put you on Do Not Disturb. Some people just need to be put on Do Not Disturb.
Literally.
I'm telling you.
I go on D&D.
I'm be honest. But no, we love y'all.
We love you guys.
We really do. And man, season 3, we're going higher. And higher. And higher. And we got more guests coming.
Everybody.
Welcome back. And look, we love you.
Yep. Until we see you next week.
Bye.
Preserved by my Redeemer, the Messiah, and the leader. Belly full of living water, just in case you need a leader. Reflecting the overseer, protected, cause Lord, I need you. Can't let a day go by without giving the word a try. But what if I fall short and I'm in need of a friend to pick me up and help me start believing again? Continue fleeing from sin. Man, we just fishing for men who throwing salt. The perfect seasoning for the season. You win. You win.
Ain't got time to play around. Put some salt up on the ground. Throwing salt, throwing salt, throwing salt, throwing salt, throwing salt, throwing salt.